1 year, 44 scripts, and got an Emmy for comedy and drama. Same year. He wrote all the scripts. A genius. So, I got to work with him. And in that series, as I would, and I've never heard of this happening, although it may be happening on Believe My Dad Says, where the performance, where he sees me in what we call rushes, that's the day's work, like the filming of the day, and the executives watch it and criticize it and try and fix it for the next day. David Kelly's watching me perform, he's writing for me, and so we evolved together. That was like sensational. And so this crazy character that he wrote got crazier and more interesting like that. So, these guys, Max Munchkin and David Cohan, producers of, what was that one that ran for 7 years? Willie Brisk, Willie Brisk. Produced and wrote Will and Grace. Very funny. I never saw it, but I'm told. Very funny. So these guys are asked by CBS and Warner Brothers to take this Twitter that's been happening on wherever your Twitters are put. I know nothing. I just say Twitter me, and they say, and I got people Twitter. I don't know what a Twitter is. I mean, do you literally punch up the Twitter and then press a button and it twists? What is Twitter? Technically, I don't know what it is. Verbally, I know. So I write the Twitters, but I don't send it. So this guy, his name is Halford, writes things his father says, and within 5 weeks, he writes them for his friends. Believe My Dad Says. And within 5 weeks, 1.5 million people are watching, and CBS and Warner Brothers asked Max and David to write a series, which they did. And then they asked me to be in it, and I hear about the Twitter, and I know their reputation, and I say, okay, and suddenly I'm in a sitcom, and I've never done a sitcom. I have no idea what a sitcom is. Well, I don't watch a sitcom. You watch a sitcom? You watch sitcoms. That's great. I hope you will continue to do so, but I never did. So I'm with these talented guys, and I begin to work on the sitcom. And the work on a sitcom is this. You come in on the first day, and you read it, and they say, thank you. And about an hour, it's just gone by. Just come into the studio, and already they're saying goodbye. And so I go home, and I'm on my way out. I'm saying, okay, I'll start learning the words. Don't learn the words. Don't learn the words. 6 days before I'm in front of them. Millions of people, let alone the 400 who were in the studio, expecting to be entertained. I've got to have my words. No, don't learn the words. Next day, come in, and we've all laughed at the script, which is wonderfully funny. Next day, it's totally different. They've rewritten everything. And better! That was the surprising part. Better! Okay, it's now the second day, we've got 6 days. Okay, that's funny, that was really funny. I'll go learn. Don't learn! And on the third day, people have written everything. Absolutely. What are they doing? By the third day, they say, okay, learn. And now, the onerous burden of learning 40 pages of dialogue to go in front of millions of people, that's harrowing. Anyway, my point is that these two guys and the legend of, or legion of writers that we hired are fabulous. And I'm thinking, since David Kelly and them, they're the brightest, most knowledgeable, and they're young. And here's the mystery. You know, Mozart wrote a symphony. I don't know if it was a symphony, but he wrote at 4 years of age, he was writing music. How did Mozart, the kid that just, was barely toilet trained, is writing music. How did that happen? How did these two guys, who've never been in front of an audience itself, which an audience tells you whether it's funny, or whether it's working, you know, and suddenly they're getting a little restless. Oh, better cut that out. Rewrite. In a play, you would do that. How do these two guys know so emphatically and so vividly what will make somebody laugh and move people and write efficient, quick dramas? How do they do it? How did Mozart write it? And the theory behind Mozart was that his father was a conductor, so when he was in utero and his mother would go down to hear Daddy conduct this symphony or whatever it was that Daddy was conducting, Mozart heard it, and when he came out of the womb, when he was an infant, he was already musically bound. These two guys, and I just discovered this, and they were discovering it themselves. These two guys both, their mothers, David Cohen's father is Buzz Cohen, is a famous comedy writer, and Max would go with it inside his mother's tummy down to Paramount Studios where they were filming so many comedies, and inside his mother's tummy, he was listening to comedy. So these two guys, they're in their middle to late 30s, are geniuses. And the writers they gather around them are so funny. And here's what happens. So now, you know, I'm used to filming here because camera. Cut. Let's do it again. Let's cut. They've got 4 cameras on the scene. And there's 400 people in bleachers up there. And we're like, over here. And the actors are all playing comedy. We're coming! And I'm wandering around thinking, what's the truth of this moment? How do I combine the truth? I gotta do the truth with being funny. It's tough from the home. Tough from the home. So I don't know quite what I'm doing. In addition to that, on the floor where the 4 cameras are, 200 people. Not the 400 in the audience. There's 200 people, relatives, agents. They're all walking around. They're all standing around. Like if you were standing, and I'd be here. This is the relationship. And what happened to the 4th wall, where I'm supposed to be somebody else? Hey, Bill, that was funny. It is the weirdest experience, but it's so funny. And I'm so excited about what you will think when you see it in a month's time. I could hardly, and then there was another show debuted 3 weeks ago.